So let's create a smooth widget now. But first we need to create a background. Take a solid layer, whatever color it is, it doesn't really matter because we are going to apply 4 color gradient because we need to create a smooth background. And we are going to create a widget of Spotify app. So we need to choose their brand color, which is green. So how you can create this smooth background is that you take two black colors, like two same colors, whatever it's going to be, black or white, and two of them should be the brand color. One is darker and second one is a lighter, like this. Yeah, let's make it green. Like this. I'll rename it to BG. Now let's create a shape layer, a rounded square. This is going to be our apps part and we are going to place a Spotify logo between it. So let's create this one. I'll increase it to 4. Make sure the strokes color is a little lighter than the original color of the box. So let's animate this one now, but first shrink this one a little bit. Okay, so I'll name it box. Now there is one thing. Remember I talked about shape morphing. So if you just like, let me show you. Let's say we want to move it like this. So if I just unlink this and try to do this, then you can see the round corners which are rounded. It ruins this thing. So how can we morph our shape without touching these corners? It's a simple method. Just open this panel, content, rectangle, rectangle path 1, unlink this one. And now if we adjust it from the size, we can see the corners are untouched. They're maintaining the roundness as perfect as it should be. Alright. So let's create a normal shape morph animation to pop up this box. So I wanted to end over here or a little further. Okay, let's start with it. Add a position keyframe, place it over here. Another is the size keyframe over here. Okay, remove the keyframe and place it over here. Now click R on your keyboard and write -90. Press U, zoom in. My shortcut key to zoom in is W and to zoom out it's Q. So here is our black dot. Press R, add a keyframe. Make it 0 over here. I think I just removed this one. Select the position keyframes and I have this plugin called Smart Bounce 1.3. So I can just click over here and click on it. And now we can see we have this bounce animation on position keyframes. We can reduce it by adjusting these settings. From here I wanted to scale a little bit like this. And from All right, so this is what we want. We can increase this one a little bit. Now we want our Spotify logo. So let's click over here and okay. So I noticed one thing, that this background is kind of giving a cinematic vibe, which we don't really want for this. So let's add some adjustments and convert black into white to give more clean look. And we can make it a little more lighter like this. Yeah, so we can just change this color as its color as well. It's this one. Cool. Now let's import our Spotify logo. Let's make it a little more darker. Curves. The styles in a shadow. Okay, first gradient overlay, then edit gradient. Select to click over here and make it 0. And this one, let's make it reduce its opacity like this, and let's make it a darker green. Again, layer styles in a shadow, make it white. But first change from multiply to normal, then we can change the color to white. We can see the boundary over here. Increase the distance a little bit, the size. Now it's giving a little depth. Apply a effect called light sweep. Increase the width, change it to smooth. Increase the intensity just a little bit, not much. So if you like this type of widget animations, I have 5 plus widgets project file for you on Visual Code. You can have it for 100% free. So if you want to learn more about it, just check description. Okay. Let's reduce the opacity a little bit like this. Yeah, so now our logo is looking really different from normal. Like this is yeah, this is before and this is after. It may look a little different or weird than normal, but it's looking really cool if you look if you look in the animation part. All right, so we want our logo to pop from here. Okay, so if we animate our logo now, it's gonna misplace with the light sweep. So what we can do is we can decompose it and name it Spotify logo. Okay, so here it should be straight. So we are basically removing the unwanted part of this composition. We are kind of cropping it. All right. Now, if I just use trackmat feature and track it to the box, it's gonna limit itself to the box. It's not gonna show outside the box. Okay. And it usually hides the object. So you will have to click over here to unhide it. Okay. So I want the animation to be from position. Here it should start. Select them, press F9. On my keyboard it's F8 to easy ease them. W to zoom in, that's my shortcut key. You can always customize your shortcut keys from go to edit and here. Okay, so this is the speed graph we are going to create. Just give it a little more gap. So this at this peak, the animation is going to catch more speed. It's the fastest point of this animation. So it's like going to slow, fastest, and again it's going to slow down here. Okay, I think we can reduce this one to 45. Okay, click on R and we're going to change the rotation of this one. Yeah, now if I click on P keyframe or watch with Alt, it's going to open the expression panel and I'm going to write an expression called wiggle and click over here. I'm going to write 1 comma 4. It's going to give some float effect to Spotify. Let's increase this one. Let's write 2 or I guess 7. Now we can see a little floating effect over here. Now again open this panel. Remember what I mentioned about shape morphing, so that's what we are going to do now. Let's morph this shape. Open this panel and find this size, add a keyframe, and here we want it to increase like this. We can also increase the roundness, add a keyframe here. Okay, it's way too early. Let's move it here and increase this one just like this. Let's add a keyframe on position here and press U up, and we want this keyframe in the middle of it and get it back here like this, and its expression must be same. So it's 540 960. This has to be 960. Okay, let's bring it a little down. Or maybe we can remove this one. Yeah, and this already looks really good. We have this bounce effect already because we created over here. Now we need the Spotify logo. Just add a keyframe on S, press U to show up all the keyframes. We want to add a keyframe on position as well. All right, select them, F8, in my case F8, your F9 by default. And I want this logo to go up with the I reduce the size just to create an illusion of 3D. Select them and create a speed graph like this. Now let's bring it back down here like this and increase the size a lot, a little more like this. Now select the position graph editor, like open the graph. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Okay, the second it goes here, I want a glass effect to be here, right over this area. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this rectangle tool. I don't want the exact glass animation of Apple. The old box will work, old glass style will work. Just reduce it, convert it to an adjustment layer by clicking over here, apply fast box blur, and increase it little like this. Okay, so I'm gonna again track matte this with the box and name it glass. This. I might add some Gaussian blur as well. Okay. Instead, I just grab another shape tool and click over here so we can mask it and create a feather. Invert it, mask feather. Just a little bit, not much. Yeah, here we have it. You can always play around with the fastbox plus radius to control it like this. Now, right when it goes down, the logo, I want the three uh, albums to come up. So first we need three celebs images and we are going to create their scenes. So album 1, another composition. So we are going to find the best or most popular ones, the celebs, the singers. I'll create a box over here, add rectangles, I mean the increase the roundness like this. Okay, now I need an image of some celeb, let's say Justin Bieber. Images, um yeah, this one would work. It's also high rise. I'll just right click, copy image, go to After Effects. I have a plugin for this called Copy Paster. Extensions, copy paster, launch it, and I place it over here. Click on paste. Here I have it, Control X and Control V. So adjust the size a little bit. Again, track matte. Alright. So I need an adjustment layer. Or maybe not. I can just apply vignette on this one. You can see the difference vignette creates. All right, now I want the box. Let's create a box another and reduce its opacity and grab the pen tool. create a shape like this. All right. Okay. Oh, let's delete this one and create a shape normally like this. Convert it to an adjustment layer, apply fastbox blur, and increase the radius like this. Of course, track matte with the box. Let's write his name over here. Justin Bieber. Change the color to white. I'll choose the font Instagram Sans, bold, increase the size, center the anchor point, and let's place it over here. And duplicate the text layer with Control D and place it over here and write album. Make it regular, reduce the size. Yeah, now that this one looks better, save this one and okay, let's import this one in here. Open this one. So right when it goes down, I want the Justin Bieber's album to pop up. Here we have it. We can right click, layer styles, inner shadow, change it to normal, white again. No, we can use green, the Spotify's color itself. Let's make it lighter. This. Again, reduce the size of this one as well. Like this. Place it behind the Spotify logo and track mat it with the box. And let's create two more albums like this. Album 2, or we can just remove the album 2, select the album 1, go to Windows and find another plugin. Just a second. Yeah, let's find another plugin called uh what is it, layer duplicator. Yeah, comp duplicator. Let's write 2, duplicate, select the album 1 and duplicate. Yeah, we have 2 and 3, so if we change album 2 it won't affect the album 1. So now we can just change the text, right? Whatever the singer name you like, Selena Gomez, and need her pick. Yeah, Right click, copy and paste. Control X, paste it over here. Reduce the size. Place it right behind the Justin Bieber's image, and use track matte again with this. Okay, and now we have album 1, album 2. We can copy the layer styles of this one. Control C and paste it over here. S, make sure they are same size. 45. Now we need another one. Let's make it yeah, close this one. Find us another singer. Yeah, Ariana Grande. Mm. Copy image, After Effects, paste. Control X, Control V, place it over here. Change the text again from Justin Bieber to Grande. All right. Let's import album 3 as well. 45. Let's reduce their size as well. 37 is great. So what we are going to do is let's move our playhead over here. So trim these here, remove their first part. We want there to come up when this Spotify logo has disappeared. Also we want this class animation to go away. Click on opacity and it should be gone by now. Because we already have class effect on their name. Or we can have a little of that, maybe 20%. Yeah. Okay. So now we want this to come up. So let's start with the middle one. Position keyframes, and let's place it over here. This one should go away. Drag mat this with a box. Okay, select them, F8 again, open the speed graph panel, create a graph like this. Here. So right at this point, the other two should also start coming up. I want them to be like R station this. Okay, I think we forgot the layer styles to apply on Ariana Grande's. Yeah, now it have it. Again, rotation. Place it over here. Yeah. Select these, copy and paste them. Mm. So now we want a player to come up over here. So let's find one on Google, or song or music player controls. Here this one will work, but it's copyrighted. So let's find this one on free pick. So this is the player control that I have found on free pick. I have downloaded it and it was really free. So I have also removed the background of this one, and here it is. So as it's in white color and we want it to be in dark color, like, so it will be more visible on this. So I'm going to apply an effect called invert. All right. And I just remove this part, invert. Cool. Let's play around with the size a little bit. I'd like to place it over here. Duplicate this, open it up, open mask, click on invert, increase the size of this one and place it over here. Or we can create it manually, it will be much more amazing because you can just create a line, this. Make sure you press shift for the accurate line, make it 4, completely black. Alright, I'll rename it to line. When these comes up, okay, we can these photos looks kind of distracting, so I think we should just convert them into black and white. So apply an effect called tint, or we can apply colorize, so the only person will be much like it will be much great. Or I'll show you how a tint looks, this. All right, so instead tint, let's try applying colorize. Okay, album 1 done. Let's go to, okay, we should just apply tint black and white. This one should be great. Yeah, it is. And we can remove the layer style or customize it and make it white instead of green. Scale reduced, this one's also reduced a bit. Yes, well, yeah, this one looks great. Copy this layer style effect and let's paste it on the other two. Select Ctrl V. So now it's pasted there, and let's convert this one to black and white as well. Album 3 is left. Let's make it black and white. Okay, if you like, you can apply curves and make it darker, but I think it's already fine. Okay, let's remove these. Add a rotation keyframes on all three from here. Okay, I accidentally deleted the position keyframe. I thought it was a rotation keyframe. Anyways, let's add a keyframe here. And this one, rotate this one a bit here. And this one as well, like totally opposite. F8 speed graph like this. Now add a keyframe on position. And we want Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber's image to hide behind it. Like this. Bring it down a little bit. And bring both of these a little down on this keyframe. This. Ariana Grande's, and this should go a little more down as well. Press S, add a keyframe, and increase the size a little bit. F8, this, and create a graph like this. Okay, now we can create another layer and link these three with them. Add a position keyframe and remove these. F8, select them, F8, and create a graph like this. Now, we can just click over here and add a keyframe wiggle, sorry, expression wiggle, 2,8. All right, so that's our animation. Now let's fix this player. All right, now in the line thing, let's click over here, add trim path, make it end. Yeah, from here it should start 100. I mean, select them, easy ease, and create a graph like this. And we want a circle to pop up over here. Just create it. Circle, close it, scale keyframe, and let's make it 0 to 100. Make sure it pops so we can use the bounce. Position keyframes, and let's create it. Okay, that's way too fast. Let's slow it down a bit. Now we want our glass effect to come again. Press T, and here it should go 100. Now we want our Spotify logo to come back here. So we can add a position keyframe and it can come up here. So like this here. Now let's make the player pop up from here. Add a marker. And so here's our player. I'll just trim this one, bring it over here, and mask this part. Oh wait, it's already masked. No issue. I'll just pre-compose it as move all to new application, player. Alright, open it up, and we can crop this as well. Yeah. So the first thing we are going to do is separate them by creating masks. The first one is hard. Duplicate this, but first name it. Okay, sorry. Rename it to heart. Duplicate it and paste it over here. Left CTRL, duplicate, paste it over here. Alright, resume, duplicate again with Control D and place it over here. Name right. Again duplicate. Oh, select the mask and move it plus. Okay, it is. So that's all. Now what we are going to do is just place them a little here like this. So what we are going to do is, so this is what we have now. Okay, there is something needs to fix. Yeah. So what we can do is apply an effect called transform and open the position properties U and bring it above over here. Okay. Now select them and click over here and then here. Now we have this bounce effect. Now we just have to copy the transform and smart bounce properties with Control C and paste them over here. Then bring up playhead here and Control V, again Control V and again Control V. Yeah. So now we have them. We can place them behind the box like this. So this is our animation now.